the infamous, the huge, the coffee table size book. More photos by yours truly of some of the protection people have in parts of Baltimore. But I'm just gonna read this here. This is talking to one of his conservative readers, right? Right. I fail to see a car with tinted windows cruising from victims. A night does not go by when I fail to see a car with tinted windows cruising for victims. Mobs prowling on foot in pairs and trios by bike, all looking for victims. Since I am neither carrying a weapon, no, he's not, or have my hands under my camel poncho and now dressed in all military surplus garb, yes, from head to toe, the Dindu hordemen, including the elite reparations recovery agents, have been giving me a wide berth. I'm also no longer subtle about checking my back shot. I stop, ready my weapon, and glare about. I do this when no one is following me, just to check as my hearing has not recovered from the last stick hit. All right. I am the only person I know who goes out alone on foot at dark in Harlem City. Yeah, I do. Right. The five blacks I work with constantly complain about white cops whacking innocent black thugs. They form a huddle just to take the bus. I arm up. No, you don't. Only to go out as half as often as before and behave as if I am on patrol in enemy territory on the entire time. Yeah, it sounds like a war to me, of course, metaphorically speaking. But now you don't do that stuff. But, well, like you said, you notice that this book, they all started getting thicker. You started writing more. And just your thoughts on this book and that time period where you're dressing around like a...
Yeah, it's just part of the litany of this stuff. Welcome to Harm City, White Boy. There was another Dindustan book. There was Paleface Sunset. They're all thick. I did a couple of shorter ones like Ho Nation, Yo Nation.
Ho Nation.
Right on White, where I wrote it all from the black perspective.
Right on White, I remember that.
Black writer, Justin W.R. Justice. Okay, so like this White House here that you took a picture of.
Oh, yeah, around the corner from the old spot.
These people were putting bars all over the doors. It ended up selling to somebody that was going to rent it. And what they do, and you'll be able to see it better here, when somebody buys this to rent it to a low-income person, from a homeowner, they immediately take the safety door off. Not only is this safety door something that you can't kick in, but once you take this off, because this opens outward, it's easy for any strong man to kick in any normal door, even if it has a deadbolt, because he's only got to break like a half inch of pine wood molding to kick it in. So in order to falsely present this neighborhood as safe to live in, once this place got purchased, this came off, just like happened with this around the corner from where I lived in Baltimore City. When you took this picture, we were walking past a bus stop where the glass had been shot out by a shotgun. Guy and a girl were sitting at the bus stop, and somebody drove by and blasted them with a shotgun, and only nicked them, but they took out like the whole safety glass thing at the bus stop. So I was really getting weary of even covering this stuff. It was like my job. This is why like a third of my readers even came to the site.
Yeah.
And just on and on. And finally, during this period, I was not getting attacked a whole lot because I was basically dressing in old surplus rags, had a tea cane in my hand because I had a torn hip on this side, and I had loose clothes on, so who knows what's under here. By 2017, I was attacked 20 times. And the last 2 times were on the same night of December 11th, 2017. And at that point, I was now the last person. I was the only person, a bus that used to have 25 to 30 people on it. It was just me.
I remember seeing those empty buses driving by.
It was just me. So at that point, I almost go to prison over the 2 guys, the salt and pepper team. Pepper saves us all because he realizes what's going to happen. And then I run into 2 giant Nigerian guys who are in the process of abducting this pretty young thing. And so they have to turn on me. And when they get close, they can see I'm not even worth, burning a calorie over. So they let me go. That's when I knew I couldn't defend myself against them. Neither one of my weapons I had in hand would have worked against these guys. Yeah, so that's when I quit my job, and I knew I could no longer be out at night. And the one
Yeah.
bus driver even asked me that night. He was like, "Hey man, if something, be careful. If something happens to you, I might not have a job because I'm not logging any passengers on this bus
Yeah.
line anymore." And it was only like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, no.
10 to 11 o'clock at night, I'm going to work my midnight job. So that's where it ends up going. I think the last in this series is like White and the Savage Knight, which is
Oh, the banned book.
where those things happened. And that one didn't get banned. It was Autumn in a Dying City was the one that got banned, which was like, they were all in the same year. White and the Savage Knight, Autumn in a Dying City, Winter in a Dying City.
Cool photos, covers.
From Horn City to Chicago. I was starting to travel more, and I was no longer working, so I could pick when I went out. So I avoided a lot of trouble. So I could write history and fiction instead of constantly write about almost getting mugged.
Yeah, well, like I said, and now real quick, we'll just end it with what is the differences you see now? Because you said things have changed again.
Yes.
All right, so we'll end this on a hopeful note.
A bus traffic in April of 2024, exactly 9 years after the riots at the end of April 2015, has now returned to 2014 levels. So from 2015 to 2018, bus traffic, people on buses, went down to like 5% of previous. Now I'm talking about night. I'm not talking about like the rush hour people in the morning. The rush hour in the morning, that got cut in half. All right, but night, it just went away. So it's returned to 2015 levels, and a lot of it is because you have people from other countries, okay, that are here. A lot of people from different continents are coming here, and they're using the buses, and they're much better behaved and less violent than the people that used to use the buses in the same area. And those violent people have been exported to suburbs where they patrol on foot now. So
That's right. A lot of
I'm back in Baltimore now, and people are very nice to me. I have people from Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Some pretty young women just say, "No, sir, you first."
Oh my God!
And I'm like, wow. Where 5 years ago it was like, "What you got?"
Oh, so my man is now he's basically saying he's pro-immigration. You're gonna lose readers now.
Absolutely. I've been treated very well by African women and Latin American men recently, so keep bringing them.
Oh, no, traitor. Yeah, you can't be a traitor to something that was never for you. It's going down anyway. So. All right, yeah, okay, good, man. So the hopeful note is that we'll all be replaced. Come on,
as long as they're pretty, I don't care where they're from.
Well, that's right, man.
And they speak better English than people from Baltimore.
Yeah,
including me. I don't speak English.
Oh man, that's right. We're leftists now. Yes, we're changing. We betrayed you. Just come on, you know the nuance. We're the kings of nuance. So,
hey,
all right. Oh,
yeah, I'm not one side or the other. I'm for right and left.
Yeah, me too.
When it's all about love.
I think that's right. I think in a couple of years, I think everyone's realizing it now. Those terms need to be retired.
Yeah.
So I'm actually, I always say I'm so right wing, I'm left wing, but it essentially these terms gotta go because you sort of see the paradigm forming up now. But like I said, the whole goal now is to survive and have fun until I guess that's the motto. So. But yeah, good man, good. Went over the period, very pivotal period. Right, this is in between when you're working, when you finally become the hobo, and and your writing is like all that writing, man. Your writing now is like on another level. So you're really good, dude.
Oh well, thank you, thank you. So I use this to train.
Yeah, you got right. You use this to train. All right, brother.
Thank you.